make that go.
Good morning! It's Mercedes Nabors and welcome to season 5 of my life. This is new because normally I only start new seasons at the beginning of the year on January 1st, but today we're starting a new season because I really feel like I'm moving out of season 4. I ended up titling season 1 as my freshman year, season 2 as my sophomore year, season 3 as my junior year and pregnancy year, and then season 4 as my postpartum. Even though a lot of my postpartum is in season 3, I just feel like season 4 really just shows what postpartum was like for me. I didn't want to stop posting, but I just didn't have it in me to make the thumbnails and make the editing quality. And then I was in transition. I didn't have a camera. I didn't have my computer for editing, and it was just a hot mess. It was a hot mess. And I was tired. FJ was crying. It was just a lot going on there. But now I feel like we're getting into a rhythm. I'm starting to climb out of this postpartum phase. I mean, obviously I'm still in postpartum. I'm 6 months postpartum. I'll always technically be postpartum because doesn't that just last forever? But I'm starting to feel like I'm climbing out of this dark hole that I was in. And I bought a new dress, and I am waking up in the morning to get ready. Actually, I was. Today, that's a different story, which I'll tell you in a little bit. But I'm just making some changes that are really helping me adjust to motherhood and helping me adjust to what I want life to look like for me. And I made my last video of season 4, I made a video and I titled it "My Life Isn't Inspiring Yet," because I just feel like in the season that I was in, I just wasn't making the content that I feel would inspire others to make content. I kind of was just documenting my life at that moment. The views were low, and I mean, it's not like my views are high anyway, but they were a lot lower. And I was really just in this season of transition and getting my life together. So I don't know if I'm going to be making seasons in a way that doesn't align up with the year, but if I do want to go back to the yearly method, that's fine. January 1st we'll start season 6, but for right now, season 5 is just going to be what I think the rest of 2025 should be. And I've picked a little chapter title. I think I'm going to be focusing the rest of this year on just surrendering and seeking. Surrendering in my marriage, surrendering as a mother, surrendering in my relationship with God, and then seeking the Holy Spirit, seeking more of a relationship with God, trying to go to church more often, trying to open my Bible more often, and really just diving deeper into my relationship with Christ. And I feel like I don't really talk about my relationship with God on my channel just because I wasn't in a place where I felt like I was an example. And I feel like people are always talking about, you're a Christian, you can't do this, you're a Christian, you can't do that. And there's a lot of judgment that comes with when you identify yourself with being a Christian. But I have to just say that this is a part of me. I am, me and Fletcher are starting to go to church way more often, and we're really starting to pick up, the vibes of being a Christian. You could just tell that our life is starting to change. I'm putting down drinking and partying, and I'm picking up more other hobbies like crocheting. I just never thought that I'd be the type to stop going to bars and clubs and start crocheting. But anyways, not to say that I'm perfect. Not too long ago, I had 1 or 2 drinks, and I'm still debating on if I want to be somebody who goes out once in a blue moon, or has 1 or 2 drinks here and there, or if I want to be somebody who's completely sober, never drinks, never goes out. I'm still debating on that. So if you see me doing different things and you're confused, where does she stand? Don't worry, I'm confused too. But this season is just all about surrendering and letting God guide me to where God wants me to be. And it's funny because I went to church on Sunday, and the church sermon was all about bruh, it's so windy outside, there's so much trash just flying through the street. But anyways, our church sermon was all about like figuring out things that aren't clearly listed out as sins, but if God tells you that they're a sin, then it's a sin. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just kind of trying to listen to God and be like, hey, what do you want from me when it comes to alcohol? What do you want from me when it comes to screen time? What do you want from me when it comes to some of these things that, why are they slowing down? When it comes, what do you want from me when it comes to some of these things that don't necessarily have a rule listed out in the Bible? But anyways, all that's to say that this is a new season of life. But anyways, I am currently driving to go start up my side gig, and from here on to the end of my side gig, if I do record anything, it's definitely going to be B-roll, because I just don't want to, you know, involve other people's kids and even their voices. I don't even want to include in my videos, just because I feel like for privacy reasons. And yeah, and that's why I'm glad I just got this new camera. I got the DJI Osmo, I think it has Osmo in the name, Action Pro 5. So that's what I'm going to be using now, and it literally fits right with my, what is this thing called that tracks the speed? Is it called a speedometer? It fits right in here with the little speed thingy. In right, you know, you're there. You know what I'm talking about. So I feel like more comfortable recording because you can see me, but you can't see what's in the back of my car. And that will keep the privacy of the children, okay? But anyways, I also wanted to mention before I leave that I need to get back into waking up at 4 a.m. Ugh. I've been struggling with it so bad, because after I go to sleep, FJ will go to sleep at like 7 p.m. and I'll just be laying there on my phone. So I think I just need to force myself to lay there. The problem is, if I lay there for more than 30 minutes, I'm like going to want to check my phone, because okay, maybe I'll just put a sleep meditation on. I just have to go to sleep like maybe 2 or 3 times at 7 p.m. with FJ, and then my body will be back into the routine of it. Because lately we've been waking up late. Like when I tell you I'm supposed to leave out at 6 o'clock and I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning, that it's just a hot mess. But anyways, we're already 7 minutes into this clip. 7 minutes into this clip, and this isn't even the whole video. So get ready for the longer daily vlogs. Okay, so I just made FJ some apple baby food, and I put some in a bowl, put the rest into this mason jar. He finished his little snack, and we're going to try to give him some apple baby food. And then straight into the bath, probably, because we haven't taken our baths yet. Okay, so I'm giving him this spoon so that he can play with it. Ugh. Give him that spoon so he can play with it, and then I'm feeding him with another spoon because he likes to take the spoon and shove it down his throat. So you'll see. Ajay. Yum. I actually think I prefer without the spoon, because even though he's reaching for it, I feel like that gets less in the way than when he's focused on the spoon that has no food on it. Okay, I feel like he's done. When he starts to like play with it and not really trying to eat it anymore, that's when I think he's done. So we're gonna go ahead and take a shower, and then I'll come back out and clean up all this food and everything. But for now, the kitchen is just gonna look a mess. I can't be bothered to try to pain that one. I feel like I so desperately need to get in the shower. Like, we woke up, like I said, we woke up at 6 a.m. I'm supposed to leave out at 6 a.m. So I haven't showered. I feel like everybody can tell that I'm dirty. Like, I look like a bum. We're out of laundry. We haven't done laundry, so I have to do laundry today. Like, I'm literally wearing underwear from like middle school right now. Like, more like high school. I'm literally not even wearing a bra. Like, this is giving, I didn't have nothing else to wear. We'll talk to you guys after we take our shower. Say cheese, FJ!
Okay, so I'm currently having this predicament where FJ is whiny when I put him anywhere other than on the bed. So I'm thinking, okay, he's tired, he wants to go to sleep. No, he doesn't want to go to sleep. Because when I lay him down and start nursing him to go to sleep, he plays and he gets up and starts playing with these toys. I only brought these toys over here because he wasn't laying down. But if we go out to the living room, I guarantee you, he's gonna cry out there. When I go to try and do the laundry or do the dishes, he's gonna start crying. And I did have my little daily schedule. I made it so that at 10 a.m. we do nap time. So he's used to coming to lay down and taking a nap around this time. But he just, like, it was the same thing with yesterday. Refused to lay down for a nap. We basically sat here and played in the bed until 11, from 10 to 11, and I'm getting hungry and I'm getting a little hangry, honestly. So I'm a little frustrated right now. I'm like, please take a nap so I can make my smoothie. But honestly, what I might have to do is just let him cry in the living room while I make my smoothie. But I attempted to do that the last time, and guess what he does? He likes to climb on things, but when he's crying, he's a little unstable. So he keeps falling. And then I feel bad because his crying gets worse because he falls. And I'm like, oh. And so yeah, we're in a little predicament right now. Trying to figure out what this kid wants. Before we go out into the living room, I just want to show you guys these clips. So yesterday when I first got the camera, I was playing around with it and making little clips that I did not intend on posting. So I was just being my like true, authentic, silly self. And obviously I went to go and delete them because I was just kind of testing like the camera, making sure that it works right and stuff. But then I was looking back at some of them and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is just me playing around with my husband and my baby, and I just don't think I have any of that raw, authentic socialization with my family on my channel. Because, like, let's be real, when you're recording yourself, you're never going to be able to be as authentic as you would be if you're not filming, if that makes sense. Like, I can be as authentic and as honest as I want to, but that's still not going to be exactly what I'm like when nobody's watching. So this clip, I just feel like, is what I'm like when nobody's watching. So let me just show you real quick. Back up. It's Sadie and FJ. You got anything to say, little baby? No words? No words, just trying to take the camera? It's not yours, no! I just feel like we were being so silly and like, I don't know, that's just where what I feel like me, Fletcher, and FJ are like when nobody's watching. Like, we're just always being silly and just happy, and I don't think I show enough of that on my channel. I feel like I'm mostly just showing us doing things, like me doing my day-to-day task, and not a lot of us socializing with each other. So maybe I'll do that. I mean, I guess there are a couple instances throughout my channel where I do that, but I don't feel like I'm prioritizing it. So maybe I'm gonna start trying to prioritize it. But do you guys see how he's definitely not nap ready? He's not crying, he's not complaining, he's just playing. So we'll see what it's like in the living room. You know what? Let's try a bedtime story instead. There was a bad snake in the garden. He was very sly and tricked Eve, telling her, "If you eat an apple from that tree, you will become wise and powerful, just like God." Eve could not resist and took an apple from the tree and ate it. She gave one to Adam too. God knew that they had disobeyed him, and he was very angry. FJ is having some independent reading time. He still doesn't want to take a nap. But I'm going to attempt to lay him down again. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 10:38 a.m.
I'm just starting to think that maybe we should do like reading and like cuddle time, like mommy and me time basically, from 10 to 11, and then just have his nap be from like 11 to 1 p.m. just because that's where he most naturally falls. And it's crazy because maybe like 2 weeks ago he would go to nap every day at 9:30. So I thought putting the schedule for a nap at 10 p.m. would push him a little bit to be tired, but he would fall asleep around the 10 a.m. time. But clearly that is not the case. I'm gonna have to revamp my schedule, or maybe there's something I'm doing wrong. It is actually crazy how fast time flew. FJ originally fell asleep around 11 a.m. and he just fell. It's okay, FJ. It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes we fall. Sometimes we fall down. Okay, so it's crazy how fast time flew. He fell asleep around 11 a.m. and then he was off and on, up and awake to sleep because I kept trying to sneak away. He kept waking up. So then I just gave up and I let him nap trap me from maybe 12 to 1. And once it hit 1 o'clock, I was like, whatever. If he gets up, he gets up. And then I got up and started cleaning up. I made myself a little smoothie. And because I was starving. I was literally starving. And I enjoyed myself. a little YouTube video. So I watched Jubilee, Trad Wives versus Feminists. And it was an interesting listen for sure. And then around 1:50, he got up. And he's been playing. I changed his diaper, fed him, put some clothes on, and I've been getting myself together so that we can leave out. Whew, that was like a lot to say in 1 minute. I also filled up my water because I really need to drink water. Ever since I had my little injury, I ended up trying to catch FJ because he's been falling a lot recently. Trying to catch FJ, I accidentally damaged my throat with a spoon. I was eating my smoothie. I think it was either yesterday or the day before that. I was eating my smoothie and trying to catch him. I wasn't being cautious because I was trying to be quick, and then the spoon hit the back of my throat and it cut my throat, and now it hurts, and I haven't been drinking much water because it feels so uncomfortable drinking water, but I don't want to get dehydrated, so I'm going to try and drink water anyways. But yeah, Ajay, you feeling better? You feeling better now? He's been falling a lot recently, so I have been trying to just be comforting and patient with him because he's learning to crawl, learning to stand, and I'm sure he's going to fall more when he starts taking steps. But this kid is clumsy. Say, I am clumsy. Earlier, he fell into the TV stand. I tried to tell him no, because I've been working on trying to teach him no, but I don't think it works. With me at least. He was trying to pull himself up onto the TV stand, and I was like, no, you're gonna fall, no. And then he fell. So
He's had like maybe 2 or 3 falls today. Say, I've been falling down. I've been falling down. He's like, don't tell them that. He's not happy about it. But anyways, time to head out. I'm gonna drink some water and then we're gonna leave. Have a good nap? Did you have a good nap? Yeah, say, Mommy, I had a good nap. He looked like he was knocked out. Alright, you can get him flat.
Can you hold this?
Yeah.
Be careful.
Okay, so I just cleaned off FJ's high chair. He's playing with the washcloth while he's still a hot mess. But we're about to get in the bath. Fletcher's making us a wrap to split, and then in the oven we have buffalo wings. Look at them, they're already getting juicy.
Hey, close it up.
Okay, sorry. And then I am about to take FJ out of the high chair. I tried to clean the high chair as much as I could, but I'm taking FJ out of the high chair and we're about to do bath time. I still need to, we're like running out of diapers. I still need to put these diapers away. This is all just like clean diaper stuff, but I just haven't had the time. I don't know why I've been so busy. But anyways, I just thought that I'd do a little update about what's going on in our evening life, because I feel like lately I haven't been vlogging our evening life. It's literally just dinner for FJ, bath time for FJ, bedtime for FJ, dinner for us. Well, most likely he'll probably be here when we eat dinner. And then bedtime for me and FJ.
Who's gonna be ready in like 10 minutes, 5 minutes?
Oh! Okay, let me do quick bath time.
Who's gonna be ready in 5 minutes?
Okay, I'm coming.
We're about to eat dinner. FJ is playing right here. He just had his bath.
And these are buffalo wings, so I'm very much nervous about eating them because, you know, I got my water right here because I expect that they're gonna be spicy. Say it's bedtime. Say good night. Good night.